Hello, welcome to Biology, the scientific study of life. More about algae, golden algae, or chrysops. From the Greek, chrysos, golden, are named for their color, which results from their yellow and brown carotenoids. The cells of golden algae are typically biflagellated, with both flagella attached near one end of the cell. Many golden algae are components of freshwater and marine plankton. While all golden algae are photosynthetic, some species are mixotrophic and can also absorb dissolved organic compounds or ingest food particles and prokaryotes by phagocytosis. Most species are unicellular, but some, such as the freshwater genus Dynabrain, are colonial. If cell density exceeds a certain level, many species from resistant cysts that can survive for decades. Brown algae, the largest and most complex algae are brown algae or Phaeophytes, from the Greek Phaeos, the ski brown. All are multicellular and most are marine. Brown algae are especially common along temperate coasts where the water is cool. They owe their characteristic brown or olive color to the carotenoids in their plastids, which are homologs to the plastids of golden algae and diatoms. Brown algae include many of the species commonly called seaweeds. Some large multicellular species of red and green algae are also referred to as seaweeds. Seaweeds have the most complex multicellular anatomy of all algae. Some even have specialized tissues and organs that resemble those in plants. But various evidence indicates that the similarities evolved independently in the algae and plants lineages that are those analogous, not homologous. The term thallus or thallus, plural thalli, from the Greek thallos, prot, refers to a seaweed's body that is plant-like. Unlike the body of a plant, however, a thallus lacks true roots, stems, and leaves. A typical seaweed's thallus consists of a rod-like holdfast, which anchors the algae, and a stem-like step, which supports leaf-like blades. The blades provide most of the surface of for photosynthesis. Some brown algae are equipped with floats, which keep the blades near the water surface. Beyond the intertidal zone in deeper waters live giant seaweeds. Known as clips. The steps of these brown algae may be as long as 60 meters. Seaweeds that inhabit in the intertidal zone must cope with water germed by waves and wind, along with twice-daily low tides that expose the algae to the drying atmosphere and intense rays of the sun. Unique adaptations enable these seaweeds to survive. For example, the cell walls are composed of cellulose and gel-forming polysaccharides that help cushion the thalli from waves and reduce drying when the algae are exposed. Human uses of seaweeds. Notice that seaweeds, brown algae, as well as large multicellular red and green algae, are important commodities for humans. Many seaweeds are harvested for food. For example, the brown algae Lamineria Japanese nori is eaten, or kombu is used in soups, and the red algae Porphyra Japanese nori is eaten as crispy sheets or used to rub sushi. Algae are also used to chicken many processed foods such as pudding, ice cream, and salad dressing. Alternation generations. A variety of life cycles have evolved among the multicellular algae. The most complex life cycles include an alternation of generations. The alternation of multicellular haploid and diploid forms, although haploid and diploid conditions alternate in all sexual life cycles. Human gametes, for example, are haploid. The term alternation of generations applies only of life cycles in which both haploid and diploid stages are multicellular. Notice that. Alteration of generations also evolved in the life cycles of all planets. The diploid individuals call it the sporophyte because it produced reproductive cells called zoospores. The zoospores develop into haploid male and female gametophytes, which produce gametes. The union of two gametes, fertilization or syngamy, results in a diploid zygote, which gives rise to a new sporophyte. In laminaria, the two generations are heteromorphic, meaning that the sporophytes and gametophytes are structurally different. Other algae life cycles have an alteration of isomorphic generations in which the sporophytes and gametophytes look similar to each other, although they differ in chromosome number. Cercozoans and radiolarians have thread-like pseudopodia, a newly recognized clade. Cercozoa or the cercozoans contains a diversity of species that are among the organisms referred to as amoebas. Amoebas were formerly defined as protists that move and feed by means of pseudopodia. Extensions that may bulge moves it extends pseudopodium and anchors the tip and based on molecular systematics. It is now clear that amoebas do not constitute a monophyletic group, but are dispersed across many distinctly related eukaryotic taxa. Those that belong to the clade Cercozoa or Cercozoa are distinguished morphologically from most other amoebas by their thread-like pseudopodia. Cercozoans include foraminifera or foraminifera, protists in another clade, radiolaria. The radiolarians also have thread-like pseudopodia and are closely related to cercozoans. Foraminiferans or foraminiferans from the Latin forma little hole and fer to bear. Formas are named for their porous shells called tests. Notice that forams tests are generally multi-chambered and consist of organic material hardened with calcium carbonate. The pseudopodia that extend through the pores function in swimming, test formation, and feeding. Many forms also derive nourishment from the photosynthesis of symbiotic algae that live within the tests. Forms are found in both the oceans and freshwater. Most species live in the sand or attach themselves to rocks or algae, but some are abundant in plankton. The largest forms that those single-celled grow to a diameter of several centimeters. 90% of all identified species of formas are known from fossils, along with calcareous remains of other protists. The fossilized tests of formas are components of marine sediments, including sedimentary rocks that are now land formation. Formas fossils are excellent markers for correlating the ages of sedimentary rocks in different parts of the world. Radiolarians are mostly marine protists whose tests are fused into one delicate piece, which is generally made of silica. The pseudopodia of radiolarian, known as expodia, radiate from central body and are reinforced by bundles of microtubules. The microtubules are covered by a thin layer of cytoplasm, which surrounds through phagocytosis smaller microorganisms that become attached to the expodia. Cytoplasmic streaming then carries the engulfed debris into the main part of the cell. After radioalarians die, the rest settle to the seafloor where they have accumulated as an azo that or OZ that is hundreds of meters thick in some locations. Thanks for listening.